I'm gonna replay this until all my guns are fully upgraded just cause.
What do we do?
Your father trusts me. And I need you to trust me too. And do exactly as I say. I'm gonna get you home safe.
Okay. Okay, Leon.
All right. Let's get the hell out of here.
Okay.
Get the ladder.
Me? Okay. What do we do? There's no way out. No way.
It's okay, I've got you. Hey, trust me.
Thanks.
Roost, I've secured Baby Eagle.
Copy that. Is she okay?
Affirmative.
Well done, Condor 1. I'll dispatch a chopper ASAP. I'm sending you the coordinates for the extraction point. Make your way there, and don't let anything happen to Baby Eagle.
Copy that.
Hurry. The weather is getting worse. Roost out.
Like I said, it's dangerous. Stay close.
Okay.
Coming, get behind me.
Oh God! What is wrong with these people?
Ashley! Anytime. Back up!
No problem.
Sorry, must have slipped. Let's go.
Okay,
You hurt?
I'm good. Thanks.
Damn. I knew it.
I see you. Good stuff, stranger. Ooh, what you buying? Easy work. Good as new. Don't get yourself killed now.
Hey, can we take a break?
Sorry, we need to keep moving.
Got it.
Hannigan was right about the weather. You're serious?
She ran right in front of me. You gotta be fucking kidding me, you dumb bitch. Stay behind me, you idiots.
Okay. Be good.
Okay.
Hannigan was right about the weather.
¡Forasteros!
Got it.
Come on.
No problem.
I need you to open it from the other side.
Okay.
Good work.
I just want to go home.
Over here.
Hang on. What is this place?
It was from Halric. Just checking that we had made it.
Okay, I hate that. I'm gonna rearrange this.
Genuine concern. I replied with a simple thank
Yeah,
you
no,
and
this
we were
is
okay.
horrible. I don't like
He
this at all.
responded immediately with just 2 words and a period. The message said good and take care.
Fuck this.
It was nice knowing someone cared without wanting anything from us.
I gotta stop trusting that thing to do it right.
That night I
It's
couldn't turn my
horrible.
brain off and kept getting up to check the
What am I
logs,
doing?
even though Chelsea had already checked them twice. Every car that passed made me freeze and listen, wondering if it was him coming back. Around 2 in the morning, I gave up on sleep and sat at the kitchen table with a notebook, writing down everything I could think of that needed to happen. Security cameras, new locks, maybe an alarm system, definitely a lawyer, and I needed to document everything from tonight. By 4, I had 3 pages of notes with arrows connecting different ideas and phone numbers I'd looked up on my phone. Chelsea found me there at 6, surrounded by papers and empty coffee cups, and she didn't say anything, just started making scrambled eggs and toast. She put the plate in front of me and squeezed my shoulder while I ate, then sat down with her own breakfast, and pulled out her phone to help me organize my scattered notes into an actual plan. We made a shared calendar and started adding everything, from locksmith appointments to lawyer consultations. Lazarus Kent showed up at 9 sharp with his toolbox, and started on the front door first, working his way through every exterior door in the house. I ordered extra keys for Chelsea and Judith while he worked, watching him install the new deadbolts that looked way more solid than what we'd had before. The doorbell camera arrived around noon, and Chelsea immediately tore open the box, reading the instructions while I held the ladder for her. She connected it to the
I know, I'm
phone,
ridiculously
and we tested
picky.
it over and over, me walking up to the door while she watched the feed from inside. Each successful test made my shoulders relax a tiny bit more. Later mentioned her friend had used a lawyer named Theo Knight for her divorce, and he was really good with protective orders and harassment cases. I called his office right away, but the earliest they could see me was next week, which felt like forever. But at least it was something concrete on the calendar.
That's better.
Chelsea asked me to sleep with 3 reminder alerts. The week called by with everything that kept
Spread out.
Okay.
Hi there. Present for you. Look away! Shit. Come on!
Okay.
Spread out!
Okay, I'll stay back.
Target neutralized. Come on.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna catch a cold.
¡Forasteros!
Next. Ashley! You hurt?
No, I'm okay.
You okay?
Yeah.
Spread out!
Okay. Give me a warning next time?
Out of the way. Stick close.
Okay.
You.
Hey, listen, about earlier.
Yeah, about that.
So
I
aggressive.
found your missing señorita.
Like, fuck this man.
Senorita has a name. Just
Please.
You are?
Name's
Oh,
Reyes.
dick.
Encantado.
Great. We all have names. Now then. Who are you? What are you doing here?
Very good questions, unfortunately.
Hide, now.
In that case, here, help me.
Ashley, quick! Over here. Go.
Okay, it's game time.
Let's go.
Two of us. Oh, let's not forget, this mob is made up of monsters. Done warming up? Hope you're stretched.
Yeah. Now if you'd shut up, we'd be good to go.
Oh, dick ribbon.
Now. Give me a break already. I'll take this one.
Nice. There you go.
Oh, hi. Thank you. I'll take that. Put it up. Where's it? You gotta move. Thank you. Not bad. Stop. Great.
Got it.
Oh, thank you.
All right, this one's good.
Not close. Bye. Oh, upstairs now. Okay. Oh, nice. Let me do it again. Do it again. Thank you. I didn't mean to do that. Thanks for coming. Don't come again. Oh, fuck. Hi, big guy. Come on, don't play with me. I'm ready for you. Oh no, my knife broke! No, I'm not ready. Fuck. Oh no. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna do this first.
At the moment.
Oh, you ain't even that big. That's scary. Oh shit, you are right behind me, so I'm gonna move. Oh no, you dead already? Oh, that was quick. You didn't last very long.
This way, hurry!
Oh, come on! Come on, I didn't get to finish. I didn't kill them. They were still alive. Come on, there were still 11 people in there. I wasn't done. Wasn't done. Oh shit. Dick. I wasn't done. Dick. I wanted to finish. It wasn't done.
Ashley,
What's happening to me?
Ashley, is this the first time you've coughed up blood like this?
you want to start explaining?
Cough, the blood, is caused by something called, plaga. Okay. You saw those people, right? You have the same thing inside you. The same thing that made them like that. This, what you're experiencing, these symptoms, they're only the beginning.
I don't want to become like them.
You are, well, lucky. You see, at this early stage, the parasite, the plaga, it is possible to remove it with the surgical procedure. All you need is some know-how.
Just asked me for gas money while he's in Barcelona.
Great equipment.
Fiona couldn't stop laughing either.
You
We
too?
both knew he was about to get a reality check. I couldn't stop refreshing their Instagram stories because this train wreck was too entertaining to miss. Every
I
new
bet.
post was more ridiculous than the last. They thought they were living their best life in Barcelona while he had the balls to ask me for money. Saturday evening, they posted photos from a rooftop restaurant in Barcelona that I recognized
why
from
are
our
you
shared
Time for any
Pinterest board.
questions. The clock
Gemma
is
wore the watch Trey usually wore on his right wrist. My watch.
Because it
The
makes
one I
me
had
feel
saved for
better.
3 months to
Makes me
afford
feel
by bringing
better.
lunch to work every day.
We'll contact
She had
you
it
later.
wrapped around her wrist like a bracelet because it was too large for her tiny frame. I couldn't stop laughing at how ridiculous she looked wearing a men's watch that clearly didn't fit her.
Wait,
Sunday night,
hey,
they returned to
I'm
Chicago
not
on
trying
a
to
late
smell
flight.
women. Fuck
Trey
you.
posted a photo of himself at O'Hare Airport with the caption, "Back to reality." He was no longer wearing my watch anywhere in the photo. Probably gave it to his little girlfriend as some grand romantic gesture. Original. Monday morning, I was still checking Gemma's Instagram highlights because her profile was completely public. Among her stories about the Barcelona trip was something that made me stop dead in my tracks. She had posted a screenshot of her Venmo payment with some text about finally sending money for our dream trip. The screenshot showed $1847 sent to Trey with the description, Barcelona Fund. The timestamp read, Tuesday 11:23 p.m., 4 hours before he sent me the breakup text. I screenshot that transaction laughing emojis. This absolute genius had left a paper trail of his entire scheme. Thursday morning, exactly 1 week after the breakup text, I received another Venmo request, this time for $23. The description read, "Coffee run, you know you want to." The emoji he included was the same one he used to send me when we were together. I looked at his smiling profile photo where he was still wearing my watch and started cracking up. This man actually thought he could treat me like his personal ATM after what he did. But here's what this clown didn't realize. I knew exactly how to make him come crawling back. And when this dumbass did, he was going to regret ever messing with me. First up, space, sent that pathetic breakup text. I decided enough was enough. This man thought he could just ignore my calls and texts while begging for gas money. Time for a reality check. I called his office directly and asked to speak with Trey about a personal matter regarding shared expenses. The receptionist put me through immediately. When he picked up, I could hear him scrambling to get somewhere private. He started with this nervous laugh and said he couldn't talk because he was in meetings all day. I told him that was interesting since he seemed to have plenty of time for Instagram stories and Venmo requests. The silence was golden. Then he got defensive and said we needed to be mature about this breakup, and that meant giving each other space to process. I asked him point blank about Gemma and the Barcelona trip. He actually had the balls to tell me I was imagining things, and that Gemma was just a work friend who happened to be on vacation at the same time. When I mentioned the $1,847 transaction, he went completely silent for like 30 seconds. Then he claimed that was just him paying her back for covering his teen lunch expenses over several months. I started laughing so hard I couldn't breathe. Teen lunch expenses for $1,800? This man really thought I was...
Hey, got a smoke?
I do. The kind you like. Now where's the amber?
Unfortunately, it's not on me at the moment. And you really should be telling me what a good job I did. Busted my ass and managed to hide it right before I got caught. Which is why I'm still alive.
The deal was, we get you out of here when you deliver the amber. No amber, no protection, Luis.
Such a stickler for details, huh, Ada? Okay, then. I'll go get it now. How about that? And I do have something else I need to get, too.
This is Roost. I've got some bad news, Condor One. With the weather like this, the chopper can't make its approach. Can you stand by until it clears?
Negative. Too dangerous. We're gonna get out of here and find someplace safe.
I'm sorry. I wish I could do more to help.
Don't worry about it. We'll swim home if we have to. Condor 1, out. Let's go.
What's...
as I was. When I asked if she knew where my watch was, she got even more uncomfortable. Apparently, Trey told her it was a gift from his grandmother and that it had sentimental value. This lying piece of trash gave my anniversary present to another woman and made up some sob story about dead relatives. The conversation lasted maybe 10 minutes, but I got more information from her than I'd gotten from Trey in a week. She mentioned that he'd been planning to ask his boss for a promotion, and that he thought dating someone from the office would help his image. She also said he'd been looking at expensive apartments way outside his budget and complaining about needing to find ways to make more money. When I got back to work Friday, I finally told Yasmin what actually happened. She was shocked and kept saying she had no idea when she showed me those Barcelona stories that they were cheating photos. She felt terrible for being so excited about showing me Trey's vacation when he was actually there with another woman. I told her it wasn't her fault. She had no way of knowing he just dumped me via text. When I got home, I called Vivian and told her everything. She immediately started connecting dots that I hadn't even considered. Trey had been asking me about my savings account balance and my promotion timeline at work. He'd been really interested in my family's financial situation and whether my parents would help with a down payment on a house. Vivian reminded me that this last month he'd suggested I should look into higher paying jobs and maybe ask for a raise. Everything started making sense in the worst possible way. This man hadn't just decided he needed space to find himself. He'd been actively planning his exit strategy while figuring out how to upgrade his entire life situation. The Barcelona trip wasn't some spontaneous romantic getaway. It was a calculated test run with someone who could potentially advance his career and fund his lifestyle in ways I apparently couldn't. Friday finally arrives, and I'm sitting in that coffee shop watching Trey walk in 15 minutes late, looking like he'd rather be literally anywhere else. He sits down and immediately launches into this prepared speech about how we want different things and how he thinks we'd both be happier with other people. I let him finish his entire monologue before I pulled out my phone and showed him every screenshot I'd taken. The Barcelona trip photos, Gemma's Venmo payment, his Instagram stories, the works. He started claiming that I was stalking him and violating his privacy by screenshotting his public social media posts. When I brought up my conversation with Gemma, he completely lost it and said she had no right to discuss their private business with me. Then came the real problem. I asked him point blank if he'd been planning this for weeks. He actually tried to gaslight me by saying I was being paranoid and creating conspiracy theories. When I mentioned what Gemma told me about him claiming we'd broken up months ago, he said she must have misunderstood because she's young and dramatic. This man really blamed a 22-year-old for his own lies. I told him I wanted my watch back immediately, and he claimed he'd left it at home. Such a convenient excuse. When I said I'd wait while he went to get it, he said he couldn't because he was having dinner with his parents, and they were expecting him. I asked if his parents knew about his Barcelona vacation and his new girlfriend. His silence told me everything I needed to know. We argued for another 20 minutes and got absolutely nowhere. He kept deflecting and making excuses while I kept presenting facts. Finally, I told him he had until Sunday to return my watch and figure out how he was going to handle this situation like an adult. As I was leaving, he actually had the nerve to ask if I was going to pay that Venmo request for the coffee money.
Well done.
I'm venting to Vivian about the whole disaster when she dropped something on me that changed everything. Apparently, her friend Justin works in HR at a company that does business with Trey's firm. Vivian mentioned our situation to Justin, who said there have been rumors about inappropriate office relationships at Trey's company recently. Nothing confirmed, but enough workplace gossip that HR has been paying attention. Suddenly, I realized that Trey isn't just some dumbass who thought he could play two women at once. He's potentially risking his entire career for this little office romance. And if there's one thing I've learned about men like Trey, it's that they get really desperate really fast when their professional reputation is on the line. Sunday comes and goes with no word from him about my watch. Monday morning, I wake up to 3 missed calls and 2 voicemails from numbers I don't recognize. The first voicemail is Trey, using what sounds like his friend's phone, asking me to please call him back because we need to discuss something important. The second voicemail is from a different number, also clearly Trey, saying he has my watch and wants to return it but needs to explain something first. The desperation in his voice tells me everything I need to know. Whatever game this man thought he was playing, he's finally starting to realize that he's not the only one who knows how to play it. Reddit, I have a feeling this clown is about to find out exactly what happens when you underestimate the risk. Stay tuned because Wednesday's conversation is going to be very interesting. Second update, I cannot even begin to describe what went down yesterday. You guys told me to prepare for the worst and I thought I was ready, but this absolute train wreck of a human being managed to surprise even me. Grab your popcorn because this is going to be long. So Wednesday finally arrives and I'm sitting in my car outside that same coffee shop, watching Trey pace back and forth on the sidewalk for 10 minutes before I even got out. When I walked up, he immediately started with this whole spiel about how grateful he was that I agreed to meet and how he'd been thinking about everything I said. I cut him off and told him I didn't come here for his gratitude speech. I came for my watch and an explanation for why he thought sending me Venmo requests while gallivanting around Europe was acceptable behavior. He pulled out this small jewelry box from his jacket pocket and set it on the table between us. The audacity of this man to present my own property like it was some generous gift he was bestowing upon me. He started explaining that the whole Barcelona situation was complicated and that I didn't understand the full context. According to Trey, Gemma had been planning this vacation for months. I invited him as a friend, but her original travel companion canceled. He claimed he only agreed to go because he thought we were having
Good luck
problems
to
and
you,
needed perspective
stranger.
in our relationship. When I asked why he didn't mention any of this before breaking up with me, he said he didn't want to hurt my feelings by telling me he was having doubts. He insisted that nothing romantic
I'll
happened
buy
between them until after we officially broke up.
Thank
Which technically was true since he waited a whole 4 hours between taking her money and sending me that text. When I brought up the watch situation, he got defensive and said Gemma had admired it during their trip, and he let her wear it temporarily because she
Ruby's all rubbish. It makes no difference. The price, well, that's our choice to
I asked him
make.
point blank why he told Gemma that we'd broken up months ago and that I was his toxic ex. His face went completely red and he started stuttering about how Gemma must have misunderstood something he said. He tried to
What
convince
you
me that
see
he would
is
never
what
talk badly
I've
about
got.
me to anyone, especially not someone from his workplace. When I mentioned that I had direct quotes from Gemma about their conversations, he started getting agitated and said she was probably trying to cause drama
What's
between
that?
us.
How
Every time I
have we
presented facts, he
procured
had some
these
elaborate explanation
curiosities?
that technically wasn't impossible, but was obviously
You
complete
don't
bullshit.
wanna know,
He kept
mate.
insisting that he cared about me and never meant for things to happen this way. When I asked why he was requesting money from me if he cared so much, he actually said that Venmo requests were his way of maintaining contact because he missed talking to me. That's when something
I'll
clicked in
hand
my
this
brain,
over
and
when
I
you've
started
got
thinking about all the
space.
times over the past 6 months that Trey had asked me for money. The $800 for emergency car repairs that couldn't
Anything
wait until
come?
his next paycheck. The $450 for his portion of his friend's bachelor
Bah,
party
any-
because his salary was delayed due to payroll issues. The $320 for
Tough.
work that
Welcome.
his insurance wouldn't cover until the new policy year started. The $600 for helping his parents with their mortgage payment when
I'll
his dad was
buy
between jobs.
almost
Every single
anything.
time, he had some perfectly reasonable explanation for why he needed cash immediately and couldn't wait for his own income. Every single time, I believed him and transferred money without question, because that's what you do for someone you love and trust. I had never once asked or approved of these expenses or questioned why his financial emergencies always seemed to coincide with my paydays. I asked him directly how much money I'd given him over the past year and watched him get uncomfortable for the first time during our conversation. He started claiming that those were low and that he'd always planned to pay me back once his financial situation stabilized.
A deal
I pointed
well
out that he'd never
struck.
once mentioned the payment timeline or even acknowledged the amount of the debt. He said he assumed I understood that he would take care of it eventually. But here's where it gets really fucking interesting. During my
Let
conversation
us
with Gemma
know
and
when
Brendan,
you've made
she
some
mentioned
room.
that Trey had been incredibly generous during their Barcelona trip and had insisted on paying for everything, despite her offering to split costs. She also mentioned that he bought her parents expensive gifts when they visited her family the weekend before the trip, including a $400 bottle of wine for her father and a designer handbag for her mother. I started doing math in my head and realized that over the past 6 months, I've given Trey close to $3,000 for various emergencies and expenses. Money that he'd never paid back or even mentioned again after receiving. Money that he'd apparently been using to fund his lifestyle and impress other people while telling me he was financially struggling. When I brought this up, he immediately became defensive and started claiming that I was trying to make the normal relationship more sound sinister. He said that couples help each other financially and that it was petty to keep track of every dollar. He insisted that he would have done the same for me if our situations were reversed and that my focus on money was making him uncomfortable. I told him that what made me uncomfortable was realizing that he'd been lying about financial emergencies to extract money from me while simultaneously funding romantic gestures for another woman. He tried to argue that the timeline didn't overlap, but I reminded him that Gemma's parents received their expensive gifts the same week he'd asked me for dental work money. He started accusing me of being vindictive and trying to ruin his life over what he called misunderstandings about money. I pointed out that there was nothing misunderstood about him requesting cash for fake emergencies while planning a romantic getaway funded by his coworker. He claimed I was focusing on details instead of seeing the bigger picture, which was that our relationship had problems when we both needed space to figure things out. When I asked what problems he was referring to, since he'd never mentioned any to me before that night, he started listing complaints I'd never heard before. Apparently, I was too controlling because I liked making plans in advance. I was too expensive because I enjoyed going to nice restaurants occasionally. I was too serious about the relationship because I talked about our future together. Every single thing he was complaining about were things he'd actively participated in and encouraged when we were together. But the really rich part was him calling me expensive when I'd been subsidizing his lifestyle for months without realizing it. This man who'd been crying poverty and asking for emergency loans was now claiming that I was financially demanding. The cognitive dissonance was absolutely stunning. He tried to rewrite our entire relationship history to justify his behavior. According to Trey, he'd been feeling trapped for months, but didn't know how to bring it up because I wouldn't have listened. When I asked for specific examples, I refused
An
to listen to his
interesting
concerns. He couldn't give me
choice.
any.
Oh, I mean it in a good way. Of course.
Relationships shouldn't require constant communication about problems. When I pointed out that healthy relationships also shouldn't require one partner to lie about financial emergencies to extract money from the other, he got angry and said I was being manipulative by bringing up financial support that
If you want a fighting chance out there, you best tune up your kit.
Conversation where he'd explained his various urgent needs for cash. After 2 hours of this circular nonsense, I was completely done.
wait and get another 8,000.
She wanted to know if I truly believed her behavior was out of nowhere, or if there had been signs I'd ignored because I wanted the relationship to work. That question hit me like a freight train because honestly, there had been signs. So many signs that I'd rationalized or dismissed because I thought they weren't
Not
worth
seen
worrying about.
anything you
My
like,
dad got on the phone
stranger.
and asked what I planned to do next. I told him I honestly didn't know because part of me wanted to expose everything completely, and part of me just wanted to move on and forget that never happened. He reminded me that moving on didn't mean accepting unacceptable behavior, and that sometimes the best way to get closure was to make sure the other person faced real consequences for their actions. That night, I couldn't sleep because I kept thinking about something else Gemma had mentioned during our Target conversation. She'd said that Trey had been talking about his financial goals and how he was working on improving his savings rate by cutting unnecessary expenses. The same man who'd been asking me for emergency money was apparently bragging to his new girlfriend about his fiscal responsibility. Thursday morning, I woke up to 5 text messages from Trey sent between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. The first one was another apology for grabbing my arm and insisting that he'd never hurt me intentionally. The second was a long explanation about how
There's something.
don't get pressure and family expectations. The third was him claiming that he still had feelings for me.
Yourself killed now.
The fourth message was where things got really interesting. He admitted that the marshal was a mistake and that he'd been trying to get someone who had feelings for Jim. Really, he was just too. He said seeing how upset I was made him realize that he'd been running away from something good instead of working through his issues like an adult. The fifth message was him asking if we could try couples counseling or take a break to work on ourselves individually before deciding whether our relationship was really over. This man who sent me a breakup text at 3 a.m. and immediately fled the country with another woman was now suggesting we work on our relationship. I showed the messages to Vivian, who pointed out that every single one of them was focused on what Trey wanted and how Trey felt and how he was then opposed to me. Even his apologies were really just excuses wrapped in language. I noticed that he hadn't actually taken responsibility for any of his choices. Every time I heard a mistake, a misunderstanding, or the result of external pressure. Friday afternoon, I get a call from my mom asking if I'd heard from Trey's parents recently. Apparently his mother had called mine asking if there was anything they should know about why Trey seemed so upset with me. His mom mentioned that he'd been acting strange since his vacation, and that she was worried about him. My mother, being the diplomatic saint that she is, simply said that Trey and I had broken up, and that it might be best for his parents to talk to him directly about what was happening in his life. Trey's mom also mentioned that they'd been expecting
It was the wrong way.
soon because Trey had told them he was dating someone new from work who might be joining them for Sunday dinner this weekend.
Wrong way. Go to the go, go, go.
I realized that Trey wasn't just manipulating me. He was playing multiple angles at once and lying to everyone in his life to maintain whatever narrative served his purposes in the moment. His parents thought he was happily moving on with someone new. Gemma probably thought they were confused and wanted to reconcile. And his workplace was apparently investigating whether his relationship with Gemma violated company policies. But the piece that really made everything click was remembering that Gemma had mentioned Trey talking about asking his parents for financial help with a security deposit on their new apartment. The same parents who probably had no idea their son had been extracting thousands of dollars from his girlfriend for fake emergencies while planning to leave her for someone who could advance his career.
We've got
The man had
company.
built a house of cards
Keep
and was
moving,
frantically trying to
but
keep all the
quietly.
pieces from falling down.
Got it.
But what he didn't realize was that I was done being a playing piece in his game.
Try.
Sunday dinner with his parents was going to be very interesting.
We're doing
I'm
this.
pretty sure no one in the
Anytime.
I think it's time for the doctors to learn what happens when you try to play chess with someone who's been studying
Spread out.
style once since you're
Okay.
Part 4 is my state. And getting
Come on, my sneeze.
buckle up because this is going to be the most
Oh,
satisfying
I don't have time for that to hit me. Come on.
So Saturday night, I'm sitting at home trying to decide if I should just leave this clown and move on or actually do something about all his lies. That's when Vivian calls me with some tea from her friend Justin.
My nose.
Sunday afternoon, I drove to Trace House to see them for their big family dinner.
Come on.
I didn't have to
No problem.
Stay back.
His mom answered the door and see me. She brought me into the living room where Trey was sitting with Gemma. Trey's face when he saw me was priceless. Pure terror mixed with rage that I actually acting like everything was
Out of the way.
about how nice it was that we could all be friends after the
Okay.
break. That's when Trey never told them we just broke up 2 weeks ago. They thought our relationship ended months ago, which is why they were cool with him bringing someone new around. I sat down and told his parents there might be some confusion about when things actually happened. I explained that Trey sent me a breakup text 2 weeks ago at 3 a.m. and immediately went to Barcelona with Gemma. Trey started interrupting and saying I was confused about dates, but I pulled out my phone with all the screenshots, the breakup text, his Instagram stories from Barcelona wearing my watch, everything. Gemma's face on her face looking at the end. She finally understood that Trey had lied about literally everything regarding our relationship.
Oh, but you asshole.
All the fake things Trey had been using to get money from me. The $800 for car repairs, the $600 for bachelor the $320 for dental work, the $600 to help with their mortgage when his dad was supposedly between jobs. His dad's face went completely red and he stood up from his chair. What the hell are you talking about? I was never between jobs. We never needed help with our mortgage. The boys was getting louder with each word, and Trey started drinking with the couch. This is what dental costs, because Trey never mentioned any dental issues to them. When I showed them the report he asked me for dental money, she started shaking her head and saying, this can't be real. Gemma mentioned that Trey bought expensive gifts for her parents the week before Barcelona. Wine for her dad that cost $400 and a designer bag for her mom. When his mom asked where he got money for expensive gifts when last month he was crying to them about needing $200 for an apartment deposit because he was completely broke, she started raising her voice asking, how could you lie to us like this? His dad was pacing around the room getting more angry by the minute. So you've been taking money from everyone? From us? From her? While spending it on some girl who's this? Trey tried to interrupt, but his dad cut him off. Don't you dare speak right now. We raised you better.
Shit. Shit, I forgot about you.
And I could see where this was going.
Go, before they get hurt.
He was buying gifts for another woman's family. What kind of person did we raise? He was saying
Ashley, don't step forward. Ashley, don't step forward. Ashley. Bro, you dumb as hell. You so fucking lucky that didn't. I would've shot you, dumb bitch. I would've shot you. I would've taken that out and just shot this fuck while we walked through the fucking home.
Why didn't you tell us you could afford expensive trips? He was so disappointed.
Where you at, bitch? Where you at?
This absolute idiot started attacking me for showing up and ruining his dinner. He said I was obsessed and couldn't get over. His dad was completely. 6 feet before his parents, he was the only one telling the truth. His voice was so loud I thought the neighbors might call the cops.
Did I get all the beds?
Everyone in this room and you're blaming her? His mom stood up and started yelling too. I don't even know who you are anymore. The son I raised.
I guess if there's anything else here, so let's go.
Wouldn't lie about emergencies for money. Trey tried to say it wasn't stealing because he planned to pay everyone back eventually. His dad was furious. When were you planning to pay us back? You've been lying for months. Gemma asked him directly how much money he took from other people to pay for their relationship. Trey said it was complicated and emotions don't follow money rules. His mom screamed, stop making excuses. His parents kept asking more questions and getting angrier with each pathetic answer. His dad wanted to know exactly how much money he owed, and Trey couldn't give a straight answer. His mom was crying, asking if he ever planned to tell them the truth, or just keep lying forever. The screaming went on for almost an hour. His dad was yelling about how they didn't raise a thief. His mom was crying, asking where they were. Gemma was asking if anything he told her was true, and Trey was just sitting there getting smaller and smaller, and everyone realized what he really was. His parents told him he needed to get out of their house and tell them the complete truth about everything he'd done. His dad said they were done giving him money for anything until he paid back every single person he lied to. Gemma said she couldn't even look at him anymore and left without saying goodbye. His parents told him to get his things and leave because they were too disgusted to have him in their house. Trey followed me outside trying to convince me that I'd ruined his life over money misunderstandings. I told him his parents were right. He was a thief who got caught, and now everyone knew what he really was. Monday morning, Gemma texted thanking me and saying she was trying to figure out if she sent money that belonged to other people. She felt sick knowing their whole relationship was built on stolen money. Tuesday, Yasmin told me Trey got put on leave from work pending investigation. Policy violations plus expense report problems were serious enough for immediate action. Wednesday, my mom called saying Trey's mother had been going through bank records all day. They calculated over $5,500 in loans and gifts he never paid back. Combined with almost $3,000 he stole from me, this man took close to $8,500 from people who trusted him. His parents are talking to a lawyer about getting their money back. They're so angry they want to make sure he faces real consequences for what he did. The desperate text stopped. The manipulation stopped. My phone has been silenced and it feels amazing. Trey wanted to find himself. Congratulations, buddy. You found out what happens when you steal from your family while thinking you're smart enough to get away with it. Hope that Barcelona trip was worth losing everyone who ever cared about you. Update. He moved back to his parents' house because he can't afford rent without a job. They're making him pay them rent and get a part-time job to start paying everyone back. His mom told mine that they're monitoring every dollar he spends until he proves he can be trusted again. The man who thought he was so clever is now 27 years old, living under his parents' rules while working retail to pay back the money he stole. His dad makes him show receipts for everything he buys.
My boyfriend told me to smile more. He had no idea what he was in for. Hudson was always telling me I could be prettier if I tried harder. I've been ignoring it for months, but as a friend, I was exhausted from a double
Alright. Yeah, thank you. Okay.
You'd be so much prettier if you smiled more instead of looking miserable all the time. Men don't want to date someone who looks angry. His friends laughed while he added that my resting bitch face was probably why I didn't get promoted. I turned to him with the biggest smile
Bitch.
I could produce and said he was absolutely right.
Girl, move.
Got it.
Come on!
Alright. Okay, come here. Bye. You just brought a tentacle, I think, right? A tentacle? Okay.
And his mother started crying about where she went wrong raising him. His brother still invited us to his wedding the next month, probably hoping things would improve. But I stood grinning maniacally in every photo while the bride was having a breakdown about her missing flowers. The photographer kept asking if I could look more sympathetic, and Hudson had to explain our situation in front of the entire wedding party. The bride's family spent the rest of the reception with abusive control tactics, and several of them cornered me in the bathroom to slip me domestic violence hotline numbers. Hudson thought a night out would help us
Okay,
look
that's
normal,
easy.
but we ran into his girlfriend at the bar, crying about her breast cancer diagnosis. I stood there smiling brilliantly while she sobbed, and when someone asked what was wrong with me, I said loudly, Hudson told me I need to smile more because men don't like angry women. The entire bar turned to look at Hudson like he was a monster, and his ex actually slapped him before several women came over to ask if I needed some takeaways from him. The stress gave Hudson food poisoning that night, and he spent 3 hours throwing up while I smiled supportively next to the toilet.
But you
Hi.
get in there, 'cause you're
What?
a liability. Get the fuck in there.
Okay. He said I'd be prettier if
Oh,
I smiled more.
alright,
I
yes.
explained.
No, I don't follow you.
His
That's
roommate
where
called
she
Hudson
is.
an abusive garbage and moved out that week. Posting on social media about
Oh,
Hudson's
that's
psychological
great.
torture.
Look at that.
Hudson's boss saw
I ain't going down there yet.
him to a company dinner to assess the situation himself. I smiled relentlessly while his boss talked about serious topics like layoffs and budget cuts.
Oh, fuck me. I
Never
need
breaking my
this.
grin, even
Okay,
discussing workplace
do
strategies.
it.
His boss pulled Hudson aside and said, "Why are you making her smile like that?"
Better work.
Everything. Hudson started to take someone as potential partner who might snap at female employees.
Yeah.
Between his boss's concerns, his family's work, his friends abusing hang out with
Oh, that's
with
better.
his abuser,
Okay.
falling apart. His mother would
So I
speak
definitely got the
his therapist said
65K
to
now.
dictate my facial expressions was deeply concerning, and by Sunday he was begging me to stop smiling. Everyone thinks I'm a controlling psychopath.
Oh.
He screamed while I smiled at him peacefully.
Hmm.
My entire life is destroyed. His phone rang with his father's name on the screen.
What's
And
over
Hudson went
there?
pale because
I
his
don't
dad
know.
only called when someone had called him first with consent. He answered. I heard his father's booming voice say something about an intervention. Hudson hung up and stared at me in horror. What intervention? What did you do? I kept smiling as I pulled out my phone and showed him the group text with his family, friends, and boss, confirming they'd be here in an hour for his dispute intervention that I'd been organizing all week with a smile on my face. The doorbell rang exactly 58 minutes later, and
Should I
Hudson
get
froze like a
to...
deer caught in headlights while I walked to the door still wearing that same bright smile. His mother came in first, looking worn out and tired, followed by his father, who had that stern look he always wore when someone disappointed him. His brother pushed past them both and immediately went to stand by the hallway leading up to him.
Just can imagine how they're doing it.
The boss appeared on his mother's laptop
Can I
screen,
go up?
adjusting his
Down?
webcam while more people
Down
filed in
is the
behind them.
only way?
Hudson's aunt arrived with a
Can I
notebook.
go up?
His therapist
Hmm?
called in on speakerphone and his
No,
mother
not
sat
that
at the
way
coffee
over
table,
there.
and even his ex-girlfriend joined via her video call on someone else's phone. The roommate who moved out showed up last, carrying printed screenshots in a folder, and everyone arranged themselves around our living room, while I sat down in the center chair, hands folded in my lap, that frozen smile never leaving looking from person to person like he was calculating an escape route. But his brother
Yeah.
shifted position to block that exit too. Wrote and started speaking in that deep voice that made everyone pay attention. He had spoken about a type of person, but about addressing boundaries that were destroying his life and hurting people around him. Hudson immediately tried to bolt for the door.
We could have just taken a couple steps back. That was all unnecessary. What was the point of that? I mean, we could have just taken 1 or 2 steps backward and been like, okay, I'm over here now. What you gonna do about it, bitch?
Sorry,
Like,
didn't realize it was yours.
there was only so far they could have gone with the chainsaw through the door.
But I'm a one-lady type of guy.
Control what expressions women were allowed to have on their faces. The therapist's voice
Yeah.
from deep insecurity about how others
Move, baby, move. Move, baby, move. Come on. Come on. I know. Break my knife, baby.
Sorry,
Damn
you're not my
close.
type.
Oh.
His thoughts leaned forward on the video
Oh, I
screen,
like that. Okay.
adjusting his eyes and serious management and decision-making abilities in the workplace. Since the HR had already started documenting
Hey, what the fuck? Did I accidentally call that dumb bitch out? Son of a bitch. Bro, you better move. Hold up.
family events, the constant criticism disguised as helpful suggestions. I kept smiling the entire time. Putting his hands around, trying to minimize everything by saying he just wanted me to be happier and more.
Ashley!
What the fuck did you go to?
You okay?
Yeah.
I don't know how to use.
Sharing their own stories about
Can't use that. It's out of bullets. I have to reload it, but it's gonna take too long to do that.
started shaking and
Anyway, yeah. Bitch, pick up the gun.
Ashley!
You gotta move.
You hurt?
No, I'm okay.
Bro, I did not tell you to come down here. I did not want you to come down here. You're gonna get me fucking killed. Get your ass back in there, bitch. I did not tell you to come here. I don't even know what the fuck you got this for. I did not tell you to come here. I don't know how I kept you safe and stayed alive. Been entirely people's if you did get hit. That was one fucking stupid shit. Where the fuck you come down here? What up? You done? Y'all there? Oh.
Give me space!
Okay.
Yeah, stay the fuck down.
He opened the door before I did not. Took one look at my face and pulled me inside without asking any questions. The room smelled like chamomile tea, and she had a mug ready on the coffee table, still steaming, next to a box of tissues and a fuzzy blanket. I sat on her couch and cried for the first time in weeks. Real tears instead of that frozen smile. While she sat next to me, rubbing my back and letting me get it all out. My phone started buzzing around midnight and didn't stop until morning. 17 messages from Hudson that went from apologizing to angry to begging to accusing me of ruining his life on purpose. Each message got longer and more unhinged. First saying he was sorry for telling me to smile, then saying I'd overreacted,
You hurt?
then saying the introduction
No,
was
I'm
saying I was
Probably.
for turning everyone against me.
I'm done
You did well
start.
back there.
Every single message,
Seems Seems this isn't the first time running from creeps.
Told you not to come down.
That's meant to be a compliment.
The advocate replied within an hour, even though it was barely 7 in the morning, asking if I could come in that afternoon to discuss my options. Her office had soft lighting and lamps everywhere, nothing like the harsh fluorescent lights I'd expected, and she handed me a cup of coffee before sitting across from me with a yellow legal pad. She walked me through training and safety plans, asking about Hudson's access to my workplace, whether he had keys to anywhere I might go, if he knew my passwords or had access to my bank account. We went through each area of my life.
Come on.
Identifying risks and creating backup plans, changing passwords, updating emergency contacts.
This name is so random as fuck. But I kinda wanna do Mexican spaghetti. It is. It was a little early for spaghetti. Got started around 3 a.m. not 1. Okay. Got all the ingredients. I have the right spaghetti for dessert tomato paste. Let's pick up your input tomorrow. Yay! Yeah, baby. Open that off.
All right.
Come
on.
Ouch.
Come, child. Ashley, run!
Oh shit, we need to. Okay, let's go. Come on, baby, move.
Don't worry about them.
I don't have an knife, okay. Fuck. I meant to stab her in the neck like I usually do. Go, baby, go. Okay.
Close your eyes. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
This way. Okay.
I'm so
Go, baby, go. Go, baby, go.
We need to go. You got a kid.
I'm good.
Then run. Closer.
You missed me. Missed me again? Yeah, you missed me. You want me to come over? You can't give me.
Listen, you're the one he wants. If we see
We
you
are
again,
across
you
the
will.
mighty chasm, and no bridge in between. You can't
I'll do
give
my
me.
job.
Bye. Hey, Marching Dude, I was just talking about you. I need you. Hi. I know what that is. No. Okay. Oh, that's nice.
Welcome. What can I interest you
Oh,
in?
that's all right. I don't need it. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I'll buy almost
No, that wasn't. I was here.
Knife needs care every
Yeah,
once
I
in a while.
could.
Could be the difference
I'm
between
not.
life and see how that feels, mate. Fella like
Please look
yourself
at
should notice the difference
these two
right
are
away.
doing. I could do reloads. I'm definitely doing it.
We're
I'm
starting
gonna
to
do
get
this
an
and I'm gonna
idea
do
of your
this.
tastes.
I don't want reloads.
Try that on for size.
Follow it on down.
When I shared my file story, I nodded around the room, and Anne had similar experiences. One woman said made her wear makeup to bed. Another husband monitored her facial
Will
expressions
it
during
come back? Welcome.
What?
in the mirror before family events. The leader explained this type of appearance
Monitored
control was
facial
more common
expressions during
Molding a
sex? What the
weapon
fuck
to
wrong
suit
with you,
your
bro?
specific needs. Crossing your T's, dotting your
No,
I's.
better.
That's the way to be.
Well, if you gotta modify for facial expressions during sex, and you ain't doing your job right, and that's on you, not on her.
That's good for peace and travel.
Hey, gee, wow. If she looks still bitchy while you're fucking her, then honey, I got some bad news for you.
The letter arrived with a book about breaking generational patterns of emotional abuse that she highlighted and annotated. 3 weeks after the
Oh,
intervention,
fuck me.
I
Oh, I'm not ready for this. Oh, I'm not ready for this. I don't have... I don't even... I don't know. I don't know how to do it. Hold up. Hold up. Okay, go down. Down. I can do this. Maybe. I'm probably gonna die.
Got a selection of good stranger.
Started crying right there on the bench,
Oh,
saying he lost everything because of one stupid comment about smiling. I reminded him it wasn't one comment, but years of criticism and control.
Come back.
Natural consequences of his choices. He begged for another chance, but I was
damn.
already standing up to leave. My coworker found
And
Do
welcome.
you have the blue stuff? No? No blue stuff? God. Fuck me. What am I gonna do? What's gonna do?
the apartment was small, but mine.
I'm gonna think about that for a minute. I'll be right back.
Neighbors restraining order,
Cam.
but I hadn't thought about what would happen if he decided to test the boundaries. After the meeting ended, I drove home checking my mirrors more than usual. Every car behind me felt suspicious, and I took 3 extra turns just to make sure nobody was following me. The next morning, I stopped at the store near my apartment to pick up food soon. I was in the produce section comparing prices on apples when I saw him. My husband was standing by the bread aisle looking directly at me. He didn't move or say anything. He just stood there holding a shopping basket and watching me. My hands started shaking so badly I dropped the apple I was holding. It rolled across the floor and stopped near his feet, but I didn't go pick it up. I turned my cart around and walked quickly toward the checkout lanes, even though I'd barely gotten anything. My heart was beating so hard I could feel it in my throat. I paid for the few items in my cart and put the basket back. In my car, I locked all the doors and sat there for a minute trying to calm down enough to drive. He hadn't violated the restraining order technically. The grocery store was a public place and he was allowed to shop there. But he lived 20 minutes away, and there were 4 other grocery stores closer to our old house. He'd chosen this one because he knew I'd be there. 2 days later, I was getting coffee before work at the shop I'd been going to for the past month. I walked in and saw him sitting at a table near the window with a newspaper. He looked up when I entered, and our eyes met for just a second, before I turned around and walked back out. I went to my car and found his picture without my usual thing on me. That actually made my she asked if I had any proof, but I realized I didn't.
There you go.
She told me to start documenting everything with my phone. Take pictures of him whenever I saw him.
Cease pointless struggling. Abandon your body to the will of our God.
You're a shitty missionary. You know that.
Over the next few weeks, I saw him 6 more times.
Oh, Almighty, grant me the strength to crush your enemies.
Son of a bitch. Ashley, run! Hasta luego.
At a hearing in front of the state judge, he granted me this order. Nathan argued that my husband had every right to shop and get coffee in public places. He said I was being paranoid and trying to control where my husband could go. The judge looked at my documentation. 9 sightings in 2 weeks at locations near my home and workplace when my husband lived and worked in a completely different area. She asked Nathan why his client needed to shop at a grocery store 20 minutes from his house when there were multiple options closer. Nathan said it was a free country and people could shop wherever they wanted. The judge wasn't buying it. She added the specific locations to the restraining order and warned my husband that his pattern of behavior looked
God, I thank you for your gift.
After the hearing, I felt safer, but also more isolated. I couldn't go back to my regular grocery store or coffee shop without risking another violation. I had to find new places and new routines, which meant giving up the small sense of normalcy I'd been building. At work that week, Rachel stopped by my desk and asked if I wanted to come to her book club. She said they met every other
You want to get ugly? Let's get ugly.
You should have known you were one of the bugs.
I clicked that you did. Yeah. I don't know. Sorry. I don't want to use that. I can use it. Okay. It's warm. Get back at the ladder. Oh. Things. Oh damn, don't tell me it's over already. Wasn't
My
done.
immediate reaction was panic, but he seemed nice and normal, and it had
Get up. I know you ain't dead yet. Oh wait, no, no.
Guess
I
your
don't know
tap
what it is.
dancing days are over.
No. Down, down. That's not what I meant, but down. Okay, come here. Come a little closer. Do I have... Oh, still in I was gonna take a peek. Oh, come on. It can't be over that yet. There you be. Is that really on for that? You know, it's way too easy.
Give my regards.
Give me a magnum out of oh no. I fucking missed me. Can I get ammo? I'm game. I'm coming. Let me alone.
You're welcome.
I miss it though.
Thanks. This fire's bound to catch their attention. Let's keep moving.
Okay. Let's just wait for a chat. Is this gonna be the cast? Okay.
I'm not gonna check.
I still don't
With
have
one of them, right?
I won't let that happen.
resource.
I promise.
I need resource.
She warned me that he would try to make me look bad. He'd bring up things I said or did and twist them to make it seem like I was the problem in the marriage. She said I needed to stay calm and stick to the facts no matter what he said. We met at her office 3 times over the
Okay,
next
so they
week.
aren't coming up.
She asked me hard questions. She pushed me on details and challenged me to make it easy. I felt more confident but still scared about having to face my husband in court again. A week before the trial, my husband sent flowers to my workplace. The delivery person dropped it to my house with a card attached. I didn't open the card right away. I just stared at the bouquet knowing it had to be from him. Rachel was walking by and saw the flowers. Everything was okay. I opened the card and read it. This was for Avery and wanted to start over. That we could fix things if I just came home. My hands started shaking again. I told Rachel I needed to refuse the delivery. She helped me carry the flowers back to the front desk and explained to the receptionist that I couldn't accept them. Then I called the police and filed a report for violating the restraining order. The officer who took the report said sending flowers to my workplace was a clear violation since the order prohibited any form of contact. He said the issue failed. I also told her that 3 days to stay on the hearing. At the hearing, Ethan argued that the client was just a man trying to
What's
save
going
his
on.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about being followed. Come on.
Hola, Luis here. You guys still around?
Well, I wanted to go home, but Ashley just had to see this castle first.
Perfect, because I have a present I want to give you. Medicine that will help to suppress the progress of your problem.
Where do we go?
Let's see. Come to the courtyard inside of the castle. We can meet up there. Ciao.
All right, Ashley. Luis just
Okay.
said.
I got it. Just we better get going.
Anyway. What I was about to say. I've been busy as fuck the last couple of days. I have POTS. I am POTS splinter. It's not my aim. It's going to be kind of trash for the next couple of days because I can't focus. Ever tried to aim while you're busy as fuck? It's not easy. It's not.
I've got some new items in stock. Come take a look. Welcome. I got something new for you. A deal well struck. That's good work, if I do say so myself. Ruby's all rubbish. It makes no difference. The price, well, that's our choice to make. Thank you. Sad to say that's the end of the road for that weapon. Come back anytime.
What is that? Guessing it's not for decoration. Figure it's gotta be through that gate. Don't think our hosts are gonna roll out the red carpet. Crossbows, huh? Something tells me they don't want to be friends. Things just keep getting better.
Oh shit, what the fuck is that? Oh god, no, not these guys. Oh, fuck. Oh shit, maybe we gotta go. I need more space, come on.
Stay back!
Got it.
You better not be around me. Oh, there you go. Are you coming around, bitch? Oh, son of a bit. Did you forget down here? I just wanted a little space. I wanted you to follow me.
Come on.
Okay.
Nothing. Yes. Hold on. Hold on. What? I wonder if it's good for it. Not my fault, y'all suck. Oh, shit. Okay. I knew there was going to open this. I completely forgot. Big store. Nope.
Let's go.
Oh shit.
I guess this is their idea of a warm welcome. Come on.
Okay.
Get back here.
But you're still alive.
You hurt?
I'm good. Thanks.
Stay there. I can't reach you.
With me.
Hey.
Oh, there's still one more time.
Give me some space.
No problem.
Come on.
Okay.
Spread out.
Okay.
Stick close.
Got it.
Yeah. Wait, I want the big.
Nice shot.
Shoot. Okay. Where did it go?
Look at you.
Firing again! All right. That went well.
I'll have a warning next time. You got it.
There's another one here somewhere. I want to get the
that's a request done and dusted, eh? Good stuff, mate. Took care of her request, did you? Nice work. Ooh, what you buying? I'll hand this over when you've got the space. This'll give you a 3-round pleasant. Trap.
Damn. Alright, can't put that on this game.
Welcome. What can I interest you in? Thank you. Good as new. Give that the care it deserves, mate. We're starting to get an idea of your tank. Don't get yourself killed now.
Most warm welcome to my castle. Such a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance, Mr. Kennedy.
Who the hell are you?
Me? Oh, please, call me Ramon, and allow me to get straight to the point. I would like you to hand it
Sally had given me. His face when he saw them was almost worth the $500 I'd paid the PI.
Yeah,
He
fat
knew he was
chance,
caught.
Ramon.
Completely, totally,
Girl's just
undeniably caught.
with
He
me.
couldn't spin this or explain it away or make me doubt myself. The evidence was right there. He got angry then. Started yelling about how I'd invaded his privacy by hiring someone to follow him. Said I was a controlling psycho and handled that he'd found someone
girl,
that Kaylee understood him in ways I never had, and she was carrying his child so she
very
could be in his life whether
your
it
United States,
there it was.
the entire world will overflow with his
I
grace.
told him he had until the
That is the iron will.
He started saying he had legal rights as a tenant, and I couldn't just kick him out, and I told him to look at the lease because his name wasn't on it, and he'd never paid a single
So
cent.
then
I
you
slept on the
will
couch that night, and I
comply.
looked at my bedroom door. I haven't slept more than an hour at a time since he
Never.
You heard the lady.
How unfortunate. Do make sure our guest feels at home now that he has chosen death.
Leon?
Just stay close.
Agarradlos.
Oh, senor.
Oh, give me attention.
Ashley, are you alright?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing? What? Another.
Stared at me trying to come up with another lie. Then he tried a different angle. Started talking about all the good times we had. Remember when we went to that concert? Remember our first vacation? Remember when I helped him through his dad's surgery? And something in me just snapped. I've been trying to stay calm and handle this maturely, but I was done. I told him, yeah, I remembered all of that. I remembered paying for that. I remembered paying for that vacation, including his plane ticket because he didn't have a credit card. I remembered sitting in that hospital waiting room for 8 hours while he was with his family and then coming home and making dinner for everyone because his mom was too stressed to cook. I remembered 2 years of paying rental loans, buying groceries, covering his car insurance when he couldn't. Never paid back. And what did I get for all of that? 8 months of him planning to replace me with a younger model and kick me out of my own home. He'd been using me as a bank account for benefits while promising someone else the life I thought we were building together. He tried to interrupt and I told him I wasn't finished.
Come on.
I asked him if Kaylee knew he was broke. If she knew he hadn't had a real job in over a year. If she knew that the apartment he was planning to move her into was mine.
I'm counting on you.
If she knew he'd been sleeping in my bed every night while holding her baby. Did she know any of the truth, or had he just fed her the same BS he fed me? His face told me everything. She had no
Okay.
idea. He probably told her he had his life together, that he was some great man who was being held back by his difficult roommate situation. I wondered out loud how long it would take before he started using her money the same way he'd used mine. Before he became wearing sleeveless clothes. When he got nasty, he started telling about how I'd always been how I was money for him, how I never let him just be himself. And the reason he wanted Kaylee was because she didn't make him feel happier every day. She believed in him and she was the reason I just nagged him about his flaws. I actually laughed. Asked him what dream he had. The dream of living rent-free in someone else's apartment. The dream of having 2 girlfriends who both paid his bills. The dream of never having to be a responsible adult because there was always someone to take care of him. He called me a bunch of names I'm not going to repeat here, and I told him he had until 6 p.m. Thursday to get every single thing he owned out of my apartment, where I was changing the locks and putting it all on the floor. He said I was being unreasonable, and I told him unreasonable, planning to make someone over to their own apartment. Thursday was absolute chaos. His mom called me at work asking what was going on, because Damon had told her I kicked him out for no reason. I told her to ask her son about Kaylee and the baby, and there was dead silence.
Got a selection of good things on thank
Surely we
you.
could work through this, and I told her I wasn't interested in raising her adult son anymore. She could do that herself. She got huffy and said I was being cruel and punishing him for being human. I asked her if she'd be saying the same thing if he'd
Give
done
that the
this.
care it deserves.
If some guy had lived off Alicia's money for 2 years while planning to kick her out and move in with horrific friends,
There you are.
she'd be
Come
considered
back
murder.
anytime.
She hung up on me. Alicia actually texted me apologizing for being clear that she was said she had no idea what was going on. Sorry her brother turned out to be such a piece of garbage. At least someone in that family knew. When I got home Thursday evening, there were boxes everywhere, and I was loading stuff into Martin's truck. Martin gave me this box of waves, and I felt bad. I told him to my ask him about my secret girlfriend and baby. His eyes went so wide. After they left, I walked through the apartment and started really looking at what was mine versus what was his. The TV, mine. The couch, mine. The kitchen, mine. The bed, the dresser, the coffee maker, the dishes, the towels, the decorations, all mine. I furnished this entire place, and he'd contributed basically nothing except his clothes and his lies.
Looks like we can continue on this way.
I started finding stuff.
Careful.
In the back of the closet, there was a duffel bag with baby clothes, newborn onesies, a few socks, and a stuffed animal with the tags on. He'd been shopping for this baby and hiding it in my closet. The absolute audacity. In his nightstand drawer, I found a folder with apartment listings. All 1 bedrooms, all in the price range of my rent, all circled with notes like good neighborhood for kids and close to work. He'd been planning this move down to the specific location. There were even printouts about breaking leases and tenant rights. He'd done his research on how to screw me over. The worst part was finding a draft text in an old phone he'd left in the drawer. It said his Aunt Sally had been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer and needed to move in immediately for treatment. And he was so sorry, but could I please find somewhere else to stay for a few months while they dealt with this family emergency? There was no Aunt Sally. I'd met his whole family. This was the life he was planning to use to kick me out. A fake dying
Poor
aunt.
bastard.
Who even
That's no way to go.
photos of everything. Every piece of evidence I found. Not because I needed it for anything legal, but because I wanted proof that I wasn't crazy. That this had really been his plan all along. Friday morning, I went to Home Depot and bought new locks. The guy who helped me was super nice and showed me how to install them. By noon, my apartment was complete.
What was that?
Man.
They keep animals down here or something?
Needed to get back in, and I told him to make a list, and I'd leave it outside the building. He showed up Saturday morning, and I watched from my window as he loaded the boxes I'd left. He kept looking up at my window, and I just stared back until he left. That was the last time I saw him in person. For about a week and a half,
Damn,
it was
what the
quiet.
fuck am I doing?
No calls, no texts, nothing.
I hate
I
doing
was
it.
starting to think maybe he'd actually just moved on with Haley and he'd be lying. Rearranged furniture, bought some new decorations that were totally my style instead of the neutral, boring stuff he'd always wanted. Started making a big deal of it. Then last Monday, my phone rang at like 10 p.m. It was David. He was sobbing. At first, I thought maybe someone had died, something serious had happened. Then I started making out the words. Haley had left him. Straight up took the money he'd been saving, which I'm guessing was actually money he borrowed from someone because he started his money savings when he was living with me. Here, blocked him on everything. He gave her she could and the baby. He had no way of knowing if she was even keeping it or if it was really his or anything. He was nice to me, but she was gone.
Can't see me. Nothing. You were right about the animals, though. You okay?
I'm fine. Well, for now. Look at all of this. What's that used for?
Well, it's just a only a couple of uses for it.
Hang on. This is the same room as before, isn't it? Guess we just circled around. Leon, what are you doing?
Don't even think about trying this yourself.
Me? As if.
I don't think that's right. What?
Leon, are you kidding me? Jumping across chandeliers, seriously, who does that?
What are you, my mother?
Why not welcome? What can I interest you in? Thank you. Give that the care it deserves, mate. This kind of work is about... Don't get yourself killed now.
Salutations, Mr. Kennedy. Are you ready to hand over the girl?
Not this guy again.
I'm taking delivery of preparing some entertainment for you. Without further ado, the gallant knight protects the princess fair.
Be careful.
Take a look. Something welcome. What can I interest you in?
Wait, what came back
Next time. Welcome. I can certainly do something with this. Come back anytime.
Alright, that's it for me. Thanks for hanging. Oh, hang on, I got a jump. Alright. Alright. Next time.